All right, I'm really sorry about that. It was crazy trying to figure that out, but I did. And now my computers are doing weird things. Oh my gosh. All right, there we go. I think I fixed it. All right. Yeah, so that was fun, trying to figure that out. Crazy. It was because I updated OBS. So if you ever use OBS and you update the software, you're going to have to re-download the plugin, I found out. So that was fun. All right. We are going to be doing this. So if you guys weren't here Friday, I did... Yeah, right, Nicole? Everyone understands computer issues, unfortunately. But if you guys weren't here on Friday, it was my birthday Friday, so I did a sketch of myself because I decided I wanted to do a yearly portrait thing for my birthday, and then that way I can kind of see myself as I get older. But yeah, so I meant to do color pencils that day too, but the sketch took me almost 2 hours, and at that point I was like, all right, the stream's done. So today what I'm going to do is actually color this. I don't know how far I'm going to get with coloring it, but I think it'll be fun and it'll be something new. The only thing that kind of sucks is I really like the sketch, so I hope it comes out the way I want. I'm actually even thinking of taking a picture of it right now before I do anything to it, because I don't know how this is going to turn out. So I'm actually going to use my iPad to do this because I just think it's the best thing. Oh, I think my iPad's dead actually. Never mind. So let's see. I'm actually going to use my phone, and what I'm going to do is go here and I'm putting break up just for a second so I can take a picture, because I want to have this in my... I'm like, what is causing the shadow? You are. I am. Fun. All right. Okay, I got the picture I wanted. Go back into here. Alright, let me just make sure. This thing. Okay, sorry, it's just like trying to figure everything out. Plus, I got a new screen. Yeah, photocopy it, right? Because I don't know if it's gonna look as good as it did when I first did it. So all right. So I think where to start? I mean, obviously skin tone. I'm just trying to figure out... It's been a while since I've done color pencils, so I think I'm going to do the undertones first. And we're going to play around with it. We're going to play around with it, and hopefully it still comes out decent enough. So I'm going to use this trick I saw someplace, where basically like the lower half of the face is yellow undertones, cheeks are red undertones, and then forehead is kind of like bluish undertones. Or maybe I'm wrong, it might be yellow, red, pink, yellow, red, blue. Might be the opposite way. Because there is all three of those colors in our skin, believe it or not. So I want to make sure I grab them. I think actually that yellow is up here and then blue is down here. But we're going to start with yellow, so I guess we're going to start up there. So that's what we're going to do today, and we'll see how far I get. Not going to get upset. You know, next live, there's always another time, another live stream. And, oh, I forgot to show you guys. I have my handy dandy, I guess this is a paper plate with my favorite sharpener. And the great thing about this sharpener, you can easily find it. They have them at Michael's online. You can find it. It has a normal pencil like sharpener and a colored pencil sharpener, and they do really well on colored pencils. I also recommend if you're going to be using a pencil or a color pencil for a while and you're going to be sharpening it with a sharpener or even with a razor blade, having a plate that you don't care about or some sort of dish that you don't care about helps. So I'm just going to put in the undertones first, and we're going to start with yellow up here. And I just like to do like circular patterns because I also have no idea how good this paper is for color pencil, but we're going to find out together, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to apologize because I don't think I'm going to be able to put a video up this weekend again, unfortunately. My aunt's visiting from New Jersey, and work's been busy. I have to make sure the house is clean and ready for her. So, not that she's staying here, but she'll be coming over at one point with my uncle. So I just want to make sure everything looks nice. Oh, shading. Yeah, shading's kind of different. I think shading is more complicated than people think. It's not just like a matter of gray and, you know, all that. Because obviously our skin, if you look at our skin, we don't have gray or black or white to our skin. We have other colors, and some of them are cooler, some of them are warmer. I have a very warm skin tone. But Nicole, if you're not aiming for like hyper realism, you don't need to worry about that. You know, color it in, have fun. I want to get somewhat close to my reference image of myself. So that's why I'm being a bit more picky about it. But you don't have to be if that's not your goal. Who cares? Color however you want. But yeah, I don't think there's going to be a video this weekend, unfortunately. Although I was thinking of maybe trying to do a small short one. I do have my markers that my mom got me for Christmas, and not for Christmas, for my birthday. And I was thinking of doing like a unboxing / swatching thing. But yeah, and then here's the other kicker. I may or may not be having to travel next week for work. I don't, as it stands right now, I'm not, but that can change anytime between now and this weekend, I think, or even honestly, even the day I have to be like at because I work remotely, so like my physical office of the company I work for is in, it's in New Jersey. So if I, have to go, then I probably won't have a video for next weekend either. But I'm hoping because as of things right now, another employee in my department's going to go. But if they can't, I'm going to have to go. So if that ends up happening, that means an impromptu flight to New Jersey. So just more fun stuff, I guess. It's part of the job, working remotely. It has a lot of perks, but, occasionally if they need you to come into the office and you got to fly, I mean, obviously they're paying for me to fly, but yeah, if that happens, I have to go. So yeah, it's been a rough. Oh yeah, yeah, Nicole, I know what you mean. It's getting hot. Okay. And I'm trying to think. Yeah, I have a lot of pink, like yellow and like red undertones, honestly, on my face. I'm trying to go a little bit lighter, like the lower I go. Yeah. So it's been, even though it was my birthday, and like, I mean, this weekend wasn't bad, but it was tough. The past week and a half, and yeah, it's just been unfortunately a little stressful, but it is what it is. Oh, thank you, Nicole. Thank you. Yeah, I think you guys could probably see it better now on this stream than the last stream because I don't have as much light like blasting on it. So you could probably see like the little nuances to it. I decided maybe that might be better this time. I think I'm gonna switch over to pink, or maybe I think I'll do pink, and then if I want to go darker, I'll go darker because I'm a little nervous about just going straight in with red. I'm like a pinky red. Pinky red. That doesn't really make sense now, does it? This one looks promising. That's the other thing. If I do have to go to New Jersey for work, I'm gonna have to fly out Monday at some point. And I had tickets to see a movie at a place here, so that'll suck not being able to go to that. And I don't know if I can get a refund, so I'm hoping to know like sooner rather than later for obvious reasons. But yep, that's been my life recently. Trying to figure things out. Another thing I've been looking into is moving out, because I think it's time. And there's been just a lot of things happening and going on lately that have been like pointing that direction for me. So it's just a matter, though, of trying to find an apartment that, like, works for me that I can afford. Ponyo. They're playing, Nicole, they're playing, like, a bunch of Studio Ghibli films for, I think, their some 10th year anniversary or something. I don't know. At one of my local theaters. And they're like playing them, like different ones for a certain amount of time in the theater. And I got tickets to see Ponyo, which I've actually never seen. So I was really excited, but if I can't go, I can't go. But it is what it is. Also, I'm so sorry if you guys can hear the background noise. My step grandma is in the house and she's getting ready for bed, so like I can actually, even though her bathroom's far from me and she has the door closed, I can hear it. So if you guys can, I am sorry about that. But I mean, if things go the way I want by the end of the year, hopefully way before that, that won't be an issue as much anymore. It's so funny how I combine some of the paint. I mean, it makes sense because red and yellow make orange. Yeah, your sister's kids like that movie. I've heard it's a very cute one, so I'm actually really excited to see it, but if I can't, oh well, that's the way it is. But and yeah, the apartment stuff is tough because I actually lived on my own in my own apartment in New Jersey while I was a nurse. This was during the pandemic. And it got, like, it was kind of expensive when I started living there. Like, and then when it came time to, like, renew the lease, they raised the rate by so much money I couldn't afford it. So I ended up moving back home. And it is true what they say. Once you've been out of the house, going back is very hard because you're so used to everything kind of being your way and your place, and now it's not. But you really live with it. You live and you get ready, I guess, to do it again. And I am gonna have to rent, which is why I'm a little nervous, because if I end up going to rent, then there's a possibility of the same thing happening again. And obviously I'm not gonna move back home, so I'd have to either find a roommate or find a different apartment, which means moving again probably way sooner than I would want to. But c'est la vie. It is life. And I'll figure it out. Plus, I don't know what my situation is going to be at that time as well. Like, if I do move out and then I need to, like, whatever, the lease is up for renewal again, who knows where I'll be. Maybe I'll be lucky enough to have a boyfriend or someone who wants to live with me. You finished the series. Oh, what movies? Yeah, that is a lot to watch in 3 days, but good for you. I mean, I think I've done similar things. I think I watched the whole Hunger Games trilogy, which, I mean, it's only three movies in a day. But I really don't see these blue undertones. Like, maybe a little bit down here, but The rest are kind of like, I'm seeing like pink here again. The rest kind of like yellow. Yeah, because I see blue a little bit here, which I will put in, but get my yellow again. Yeah, it's hard to like, if you don't make enough money, like everything's just going up the price, you know, the prices of things, including rent, and you know, renters don't care, or not tenants, landlords don't care that you can't afford it. They'll just replace you. So, and there's enough people out in the world that you're easily replaced as a tenant. So maybe they're willing to pay more than you, or who knows. So it's hard. My face looks so funny. A lot of info. Interesting. Okay. I do need a little bit of blue down here. I'm not sure which blue I want to go with, because again, the thought of putting like a stark blue. Stark. I'm thinking this one here. Also, these are my Derwent pencils, which they're color soft. So like the lead is so soft. Yeah, rent and electric are definitely the hardest prices. For sure. Really light on here. Yellow again. But yeah, it's I don't know, especially like I thought like Florida was a lot cheaper, and it is in a lot of ways, but like rent is still pretty high. All right. I think I can start kind of going darker, maybe. Yeah. Just start like adding skin tone too. That's the other thing. Let's see here. I think this is a good color to start with. Yeah, I'm also getting more and more. Like, I have my eye on 2 apartment buildings right now. And both of them, it's just a matter of waiting for an apartment to open that, like, is a 1-bedroom that I can afford. And, I mean, they have affordable 1-bedrooms. It's just that they're all rented out. So I'm on, like, a waiting list for both. And I'm also checking the website every day to see, you know, what opens. But, yeah, it's just been sucky because I'm getting more and more eager to like leave and you know, be on my own. So oh, that's interesting. That sounds like it would be a very interesting movie, Nicole. I've never seen, like, I don't typically go for, I guess, movies like that. I don't know. I haven't watched, like, I'm a big comedy movie person. So I tend to watch a lot of comedy. And I'm just putting these aside here because I want to know what colors I used. Yeah, they are very nice. My dad got these for me, not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before. And this is my first time like using them like enough that I could say like I at least like them, and I can kind of back that up. But I have a feeling that you know, I'm gonna be using a lot of the colors here, so it's gonna start I'm gonna be using these real fast because this takes a lot of color. But yeah, that does sound like a good movie. I have to be like in a mood to watch like movies like that. Otherwise I'm like in a mood to like deal with deep, you know, emotional movies. I feel like that would definitely be one, if maybe I'm wrong. But like movies like Gladiator and like The Patriot, those are like some of my favorite movies. But like I really have to be in a certain mood to watch them. Otherwise it's just too much for me like mentally to deal with. Whereas comedy I'm almost always in the mood for because I just laugh and it's nice. These like star things are making it very hard to like do this. Yeah, Derwent's a good brand. They make good graphite pencils too. Yeah, that's the other thing too, Nicole. You're right. Like sometimes if you see like someone just it's a good like actor or like a group of actors that you know like oh they're gonna do a good job, like it's sometimes just worth seeing the film for that. I definitely have a couple films I just saw because you know so and so was in it or a couple so and so's were in it. So I get that. I'm definitely gonna have to put some pink up here because I have some pink on my forehead. It's not quite as stark as down here, but I definitely have it on my forehead. Oh, really? The last one was pretty funny? Interesting. But I guess that can happen. I mean, you know, if you think of like the Thor movies, I know they're Marvel, but I feel like the first two Thor movies were really like not heavy, but like more intense. And then you have Ragnarok, which was just the last Thor movie, and it was very kind of goofy. I don't know. I didn't really like controversial, a little controversial. I really didn't like Ragnarok. I'll be honest. I was not a Ragnarok fan. I actually liked the first Thor movie, I think, the best. But in comparison to all the other movies in the Marvel universe, Marvel cinema universe, I think Thor's were like very lackluster. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. Like, I really liked Captain America's movie. Like, I thought his movie was really good. You know, the Avengers movies, those were good. But, like, the other stuff to me was just, I don't know, Thor's wasn't my favorite. I mean, I love Thor as a character, and I love Loki too, but I just thought, compared to some of the other films, I don't know, they just weren't my jam, I guess. If they were yours like that, then no harm in that. It's just they weren't mine. But I don't know. I've like, oh hey Abby, how are you? Welcome to the stream. I'm just finishing up what's it called? My sketch from Friday's live stream. I'm coloring it, so we'll see how far we get. And yeah, it's a self-portrait. Interesting. Well, that's good to know. Thanks for telling me about it, Nicole. Yes, I do remember you, Abby. You were here last Wednesday when we had our little bot friend. He hasn't been around, so I guess, I don't know. That was maybe a one-time thing. Yes, I do love Captain America too. Like, I thought that movie was... He's not even my favorite Marvel character, honestly. But I thought his movie was really good, personally. So... I'm just gonna zoom in, oops, on a specific part of my reference photo if it will let me. Not that zoomed in. I just wanna kind of, there we go. So I can better see what I'm doing here. Okay, so there's definitely some pink. Sure, Abby, tell me something. Tell the chat something. And just make sure it's appropriate. Because our bot friend was definitely not last week. Oh, that's so exciting, Abby. Sleepaway camp. I've actually never done sleepaway camp. No. Yeah, no, I never done sleepaway camp. I thought I did for a second, but no, I did not. I never did sleepaway camp. Yeah, so I don't know. I almost did, actually. I joined a sleepaway camp, but I didn't want to stay there overnight, so like my family would come pick me up at the end of the day. So I didn't stay there overnight, but I had friends that I was like hanging out with at the camp that were sleeping there. But that's super fun. And you'll meet a lot of new people. You should have a great time. Like, honestly, I wish I had done a sleepaway camp. Like, that's one of my regrets, honestly. So, Abby, don't be too nervous about it. Just, like, go in there with an open mind. You'll meet new people. It'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, I like Thor as a character, but I feel like... Yeah, I feel like the movies, I don't know. I don't know. They weren't my favorite. And thank you, Nicole. That's very helpful. And yeah, Abby, I get it. Like, if you're if you've never done something before, if it's like, it is kind of scary, but like, trust me, I feel like sleepaway camp, like you'll really enjoy it. So as long as you keep an open mind about it and just like do some, you know, think of it as like a fun thing. Yeah, all girls. So like, you know, don't worry about like the boys are stinky anyway. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, that'll be all fun. That'll be fun. I think where I was going, it was boys and girls, but girls were like obviously had their own place where they slept, you know. So, but it should be a lot of fun. I'm excited for you, Abby. But yeah, I really regret not like doing a sleepaway camp thing. Like I knew a lot of people who did that, and I was not one of them, and I kind of regret it now. To be quite honest, why are you here? I don't need blue right now. Maybe actually a touch, just a touch under here. But yeah, that's the. You should. I don't know. Like I know I keep going back to this, but like definitely try to enjoy yourself, Abby. You'll have a good time. Bye, Nicole. If you want to hop on later, you can. I might still be on. I don't know. We'll see how late I go tonight. But yeah, send me the movie trailer on Insta. Why not? I could take a look at it. And yes, I'll have to take a look. I haven't been on Instagram. Like I went on quickly just to answer you, but I haven't really been scrolling through Instagram for a couple days now. Yeah, I would be nervous too. Like when I don't get me wrong, Abby, when I was a kid, I was definitely like nervous about that kind of stuff. Um so like I feel you. It is kind of nerve-wracking when you first hear, "Oh my gosh, I'm going to sleepaway camp," and like you've never done this before, but trust me, it is so worth it. Like you get to meet new friends, potentially, you know, things like that. So I personally think it'll be good for you. And hopefully you'll meet some amazing people. Oh, you are? Oh, you meant of excitement. Okay. Well, yeah, see, I was a very shy kid, Abby. I was not, like, I didn't like new things. I didn't like, you know, but I'm glad you're excited. I'm glad you're excited about it. Because I wish I had been, and I wish I had asked my parent. Like, my parents knew me. They knew I was probably going to be, like, terrified out of my mind. So that's why they didn't send me. But, I'm glad you're excited for it. Oh, really, Nicole? I mean, hey, if you can make an apartment into camping, like, why not? I don't know. Like, I think there's nothing wrong with as adults, like, going, like, making, like, camping out in the living room if you want to try something different. Even if you're alone, like, who cares? It's a change of scenery. Or camping out on your balcony if you have a balcony, kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being silly, but I think, like, we, as adults, like, don't do, like, we should do more of those things. I don't know. But maybe maybe I'm just being silly. Well, I'm so glad, Nicole, Abby, because it's definitely an experience worth having, and it's one I wish I had done myself. So yeah, school does feel long, doesn't it? I do not miss school. I will say that. Not in the least bit. Like, I even considered going back, like, for my master's, or like to go back to college kind of thing. The amount of work, stuff you have to do. No, 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 no. I do not miss school. Not in the absolute least. I don't know what I'm doing here. It's been so long since I've like done color pencil portraits. I'm just literally like trying to figure it out as I'm going. So when does school end for you, Abby? I'm assuming you're still in like a, well, you could be in a private school. Are you like, I'm not going to ask your age if you don't feel comfortable sharing, but are you like middle school? I'm assuming you're at least middle school, high school. So, yeah, I personally like did not like those years. But still try to make the most of them. I know you're just wishing it away, but that's one thing I regret doing as well, like wishing my life away because I just want to be done with school. I just wanted to be an adult, you know? But being an adult's not all it's cracked out to be quite honest. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure things out as I'm going. I think I'm getting a little too pastel-y here. Thinking of putting in a little brown. Maybe not this brown though. I'm like seeing what I have here. I don't know. Oh, you're in 4th grade. Okay. Wow, that's so long ago for me. 4th grade, man. Wow. Yeah, June 20th was when I was, like, when we typically got out, too. When I was living in New Jersey. Down in Florida, they get out earlier. They get out in, like, May, but they start back at school at, like, August. So... I know I drew my eyebrows here, but I don't think I want it that realistic. Maybe. I don't know. I'm still thinking on that. Where's my... I think I will. I think I will go in here a little bit. Just a little bit, because We are gonna do my eyebrows at some point. Oh, you're excited to learn Spanish. I wish I had learned Spanish. I took French in middle school. So 5th grade for you is in middle school, Abby? Because for me, 5th grade was still in elementary school. 6th grade was when I started. Later in life. That's so cool, though, Abby. I'm excited for you. But you enjoy Spanish, is what I'm guessing. Or does your family speak it and you want to learn? Or do you have a friend that speaks it? Yes, I am blowing on this because I don't want it to like be ruined if I do that. All right, so 5 to 8th is oh, that's interesting that it's middle school for you. Yeah, Spanish can come in handy one day. Definitely. The way our population is going, yes, I definitely agree with you. Unless, a ton of things change between now and then, which is always possible. But missing. Like, I don't think this is the right color, and I'm kind of sad that I used it. I almost want to use this, but I might regret it. Might. Also, let me know if you guys like to see me sharpen pencils. I'm kind of just doing it over here, but if that's like ASMR kind of thing that you enjoy, let me know. Because I will gladly do that for you guys if that's something you enjoy. Yeah, I took French in middle school and high school. Satisfying, yeah. All right, so I'll do it for you guys if you want to see that. But yeah, I took French. I don't use it much at all. Probably don't even remember most of it. So, if you want to take Spanish, my friend, take Spanish. Definitely have some yellow in my nose. Let me tell you, doing a self-portrait, it's satisfying, but at the same time, it's kind of nerve-wracking, just a little bit. Because you want to make sure you're getting, like, the right everything. The right everything. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't have used that brown here, and I'm regretting it, but it is what it is. Can't do much about that. Oh, yeah, I remember bus drama. I took the bus too. Yeah, bus drama is not fun. I'm not a big fan of the bus drama. I think it's ridiculous. Like, people, like, it's different when you're that young, I guess. Like, things that really don't matter matter. But, you know, my biggest advice for that is just like, wow, really, all the drama. Do you have some tea, Abby? Some tea about it? Like, you know. See, I didn't like, those were probably like some of the worst years of my life, to be quite honest. I was bullied a lot when I was in elementary school, middle school, because I guess kids had nothing better to do. I don't know. And it's sad because it shouldn't be a thing, and it was, but nothing I can really do about that. But fights, like physical fights. Where do you go to school? You know, we didn't have physical fights. We had, like, you know, drama. I don't know how else to describe it. Not physical fights. Definitely not physical ones. Oh, you know what I have to do? I have to do something. 1 second. How do I do that on here? Focus. Ooh. I get you, Abby. I get you. I almost went to Catholic school. Almost. Was very close to doing it. Because I thought I could escape some of the bullying. But I think it's probably best that I didn't, you know, looking back on it. Because I've heard a lot of people complain about Catholic school, personally. I get everyone's experience and every school's different, but I didn't want to take any chances. You have no idea what kind of fights. But, like, are they physical? Like, are people, like, hurting other people physically? Or are they just, like, arguing over something? I mean, either way, it's not good, but I feel like physical fights are worse. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just hoping it looks okay. Yeah, that's a little... I don't think 8th graders and 7th graders should be asking 4th graders. There's such a difference. Like, you're almost in high school at that point. And you're asking someone who's in 4th grade? They're like not half your age, but the maturity level is quite different, I feel like. Maybe that's just me personally, but... my opinions, I guess, are my opinions, but regarding that. Oh, it's only 4th graders asking 4th graders. Okay, but they're asking them when there's not a dance for them. That's so weird. I mean, no offense, because I know you're in 4th grade, but if the dance isn't until 5th grade, and I would assume the dance is also at the end of 5th grade, because usually, at least in my experiences, dances are usually at the end. Although, I think at that age I actually had a couple dances throughout the year. Like, it wasn't like prom, but I don't think we're finishing this today. I might be able to finish, like, my face if I'm lucky. It doesn't even, like, fully look like me. Good for you, Abby. You're, like, why do we care? Why? Like, I mean, go with your friends, have a good time, you know. It's literally not worth it. Yeah, in 4th grade, I would hope, Abby. There's so much more to do. Like, oh my gosh. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, relationships, romantic ones at least, I feel like are so overrated. I am also a single being currently, and I enjoy being a single being. There's a lot of fun being single, just saying. So enjoy being young and single. Worry about, like, I don't know. What do you worry about as a 4th grader? I just, like, worry about your schoolwork. Worry about what you're going to do for fun this weekend. You know, like, don't worry about silly things like that. Silly things. Like, oh, I don't have a date to a dance that's, like, I don't know, not for a while anyway. And I say that as someone who was also, like, probably thinking about these things at your age. So, like, you know, it's been a while since I've been there, but grades, yes. I worried about grades. I mean, maybe you don't have to, but I worried about grades are like a big freaking deal in my house. Big deal. Big deal in my house. Oh my god. To me, it looks much worse on camera than it is. Girl, good for you. Good for you. You get those A's. You get those A's. I was a straight A student too. For a while. And then you get to like different grades and then things get harder. Math was like my worst subject. So did not keep the straight A's forever, but I had them when I was your age. Oh, no worries. Go do your thing, Abby. I'm here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I personally like school was not like the grade aspect, but like the social aspect was definitely not my jive. Definitely not my jam, unfortunately. Wish it had been, but nope. Not for me. Definitely not for me. Hi, Abby. That's cute that you have a calendar. I don't think at your age I had one. I was very much dependent on my school calendar. I did have like a school planner type thing. That was one thing I did. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't know what I'm doing. It kind of looks okay, in my opinion. It looks way worse on screen. In person, to me, it looks much better. Oh, gotta love it. When do I end? I'm scheduled to go until 9. I did start a little bit late, so I'm probably, because I had like technical difficulties at the beginning of the stream. So I'll probably be on till 9:30, latest 10. Well, I'll see how I feel. But I'm sure you have to get to bed at some point, Abby, because I think at your age, I was in bed at like, oh my God, I keep saying at your age, but I'm so nostalgic for that time because like things were so different for me back then. But, so I'm sorry, Abby, if that bothers you that I keep saying back when I was your age. But it was a different time. Very much so. You know what? I have a Domestika course that I bought that is all about making portraits with color pencils. I should definitely take it. Oh, that's good. Thanks for letting me know, Abby. I'd love to have you. I love having you on my streams. So if you want to come back, you can definitely do that. I'll be prepared. Don't worry, Abby. Do not worry. I am a very prepared gal when it comes to certain things. But I always enjoy having you. So if you need to go do something, go do something. I will be here figuring out what the hell am I doing to my face. Excuse my language. I think we're going to start branching. Whoop. Branching that way. Possibly. Oops. I'm just moving my reference image around. Don't mind me. Okay. It's definitely not hyper realism, but I'm kind of happy with where it's going, so. Tiny bit of blue here. Just a teensy hint of it. I don't want to overboard it because it's not a lot, but it's definitely there. All right, bye. Bye, Abby. I'll see you later. I know you're already gone, though. You're gone already. It's okay. So I am literally, these are the colors I'm using. I have not used another color. And if you looked at my face, you wouldn't think these colors. I certainly wouldn't think these colors. And I don't know. I like it. I'm happy with it. I'm not happy I just did that. I don't know what to talk about really. I guess I could talk a bit about my birthday weekend, since my mom was here this past weekend and I got to stay at this really nice hotel in Clearwater. So it was really sweet of her to, you know, do that for me, and it was a really fun time. The other thing that kind of sucked was the weather wasn't the greatest, but can't do much about that. That happens. But I think we all had a good time. The last day they were there, it was nice enough that we could lounge by the pool at least. The beach, it would have been a little too windy and the water was a bit rough, but other than that, it was good. It was a good time. And I'm so happy she came down here and came to see me and stuff. So sorry, I was just looking at my reference photo. And I do recommend these color pencils, by the way. The Derwent Color Soft. They're made in England. I'm gonna move down a little bit again. Color I wanted? Do I have like a paler pink? What is this? This is pale peach. I don't think that's what I want. What is this? What is this? Let's see. Soft pink. That might work a bit better. I think there's a... let's look a little bit. I'm looking a little bit orange. Just a tiny bit. soften that out a little bit. I don't want to use the I know I'm not talking. I don't know what else to, honestly, what else to talk about. I guess I could give you a play-by-play. So Friday, basically, after my birthday, after my birthday stream, I had lunch over at my grandmother's, and while I was still there, my mom called me and she said she had arrived at the hotel, and she was telling me to come because we knew the whole weekend wasn't like, I mean, it was going to be a wash, but it was going to be not the best weather. So I think, you know, she wanted me there as soon as we could because Friday's weather wasn't that bad. But, you know, by the time I packed everything, I really should have packed like the night before, but I didn't do that. And I don't know why I didn't think of it. I just didn't. And then it was like a 45-minute drive to the hotel. So by the time I got there, it was kind of too late to go on the beach because we were going to go out to dinner and stuff. So we wanted to make sure we did that. So I got to see like the pool and stuff, but that was like the extent of, you know, that day, because then they were getting ready, we were getting dressed and stuff to go out, so we really didn't have the time to, I guess, enjoy the pool and the beach that day. So we ended up going out to an Italian restaurant, which was really nice. Although I have to say, out of all the restaurants we went to, well, no, actually the pizza place on the second night was probably the worst. My favorite was the last night, the food that we had the last night, actually, that I was there. And it was really good. Good fish kind of place. Would highly recommend it if you're the kind of person that likes seafood or anything like that. Like, they have good stuff there, so I would recommend it. But they also have other stuff, so if you're going with people that maybe don't like seafood, you can easily find something on the menu for them. They had like some spicy Mexican stuff that was really good. Like, looking at what you guys are seeing, I'm just like, that looks terrible. But it's so funny, like on the paper it looks so good. It's something about the camera and how it like does stuff. I don't know. Anyway, so then after that we watched a movie. We actually saw Ticket to Paradise. We watched it in the hotel room. And it was a good movie, but it certainly was not my favorite. Like, George Clooney's acting, I was actually really, like, saddened by how bad he did with his acting in that movie. Like, I was not convinced. Like, if you had told me, oh, George Clooney is this girl's father, I would have been like, no. He definitely doesn't treat her that way. So I was not a fan, personally. But, I mean, the concept was cute, but it just, like, I think the acting was not the best. And unfortunately, I feel like that happens. I think he just did that movie for money's sake, but I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think he genuinely, like, liked the movie that he was trying to make, and that's why his acting was kind of subpar, unfortunately. So, but you can't have perfect acting in every movie you do, I guess. What am I going to do up here? I know what I'm going to do up there, but I'm just, like, thinking about it to myself. Okay. This actually needs a bit more red in it, in my personal opinion. Which is why I'm adding some. I need it down here, too. I think it looks good, even though on the camera it looks terrible. But I'm still figuring it out. This is my first time doing a portrait in a long, long time. So. And the next day was sucky weather. It was really sucky. Saturday was not the best weather in the least bit, which really sucked because I think we were all hoping to get up early and get on the beach, but we stayed by the pool because we were worried it was going to, and it did rain on us several times. And we were running indoors, and believe it or not, at one point on Saturday, we had a tornado warning, or no, not tornado warning, tornado watch. So, like, you know, it was definitely not beach weather. And we did actually go for a walk on the beach, and ended up having to run back to the hotel because I mean, we weren't in the water, but other people were. The lifeguards were telling everybody to get out of the water, and there was lightning in the area, so we were all kind of freaking out. So that was fun, and so that's something Saturday was just not a good day for the beach, unfortunately, but it was still, like, we still tried to have a good time. And then we went out to a pizza place. We were, like, literally running down the street to the pizza place because my stepfather did not want to take the car out. So we ran down the street to the pizza place. And the pizza was not great. I have yet to find a place down here in Florida where I thought the pizza was great, which kind of sucks. The pizza is, like, I always thought it was just, like, a myth that the pizza was so much better in, like, New York and New Jersey than, like, other places, but unfortunately, my friends, it is true. If you want real pizza, well, I mean, go to Italy, but if you want somewhat close to good pizza, go to New York or New Jersey. Like, the difference is crazy. Yeah, so that was kind of disappointing, but it was, you know, again, you can't control the weather. And we went to this amazing, oh, both nights we went to like amazing, actually, I think my favorite ice cream place we went to was the first night. We went to an ice cream place, little, little shop on the main drive. There was like many. There's like a ton of, what's it called? Ice cream shops in, I was in Clearwater Beach, so in Clearwater Beach. So if you are ever looking for ice cream, that is honestly the place to go. Highly recommend personally. But I forgot the name of this place, but it was good. It was a little. It definitely wasn't like the fanciest of places, like the fanciest whatchamacallit, the fanciest ice cream shop, but the ice cream was really good. Like really good. My only regret was the flavor I got. I should have gotten 2 scoops of the moose tracks. Instead I got a scoop of moose tracks and a scoop of what's it called? Like a caramel swirl kind of thing. Not my favorite, the caramel, like, because the ice cream itself was caramel flavored and it was just like too much caramel. I know some people might like come at me for that, but personally I just, if you're gonna put caramel in ice cream, the ice cream has to be vanilla or not as sweet or something, because it just, then it becomes way too sweet and you're just like, what do I do with this, you know? So it was way too sweet for me, but I mean, I get the appeal on some level, but way too sweet for me. And the cone was good. I got a nice cone. I like the waffle cones. I don't know if you guys have preferences, but waffle cones, my friends, they make the difference. I'm very orange in this color pencil drawing. I mean, it's not a terrible thing, but it's definitely not what I was aiming for. But you live and you learn, right? Another thing that'll be great about this tradition too is I can see how I've improved over the years, like with my art. So that'll be a fun thing to see. Yeah, you're the one I was using. So I don't know. I would recommend doing this challenge yourself. Like if you want to kind of see how you improve, how you know, while also seeing kind of how you change as a person over the years, I cannot recommend enough. I think it's a great way to tell. Trying to get some more pink in here because I'm definitely very orange yellow looking up here. Very orangey looking. I don't know what to do because, as I said, we're looking kind of orangey. What is this? Light sand. That might help a little bit. But I'm thinking of bringing out the browns. Like a more dull kind of. What is this? No, I don't want that. That's not brown. I hope this isn't the one that I regretted on the other side. I think it is. Yeah, I don't like that one. Do do do. I don't want that color. I think this one's better for what I'm trying to achieve here. Yeah, I definitely went too orangey in some places, but you win some, you lose some, right? See if I can fix things a little bit with this. This kind of down here. I don't know, I'm just putting stuff down to try to fix this area because it's bothering me a lot. Like the under eye is supposed to be much lighter and I just completely botched it, but hey, it'll still be an interesting piece, I think, once it's done. Not in quite the way I wanted, but it's still better than nothing, as I say. Better than nothing. I'm trying to bring up some of that pink. Because I definitely think I need pink up here. Because I do have some pink on my forehead. I am a pink, I have yellow undertones, but I'm definitely a pink faced girl. Don't have much blue on me either. I think that's starting to help a little bit though. of going. Well, I guess I'm up by myself tonight. If you guys are watching this, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And I really appreciate everyone who had come onto the stream, because, and I get it, like, you gotta go. But, it's nice to have people on who are interested in what you're doing, and definitely think I should have gone the softer pink route. And maybe not quite such a yellow forehead in the future. I think I'll go pink because I definitely have more pink undertones, I feel like. But as I said, you live and you learn. And we'll get to see how I do my skin differently next year, because I definitely want to take a class on portraits and color pencil with portraits. I think that'll be a lot of fun. And I'll probably learn a lot too. Looks so bad on the camera, but like in my, as I said, in my sketchbook, I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, I might actually end a little bit after 9, because I don't think there's much more I can really do with this. I don't know. At least right now, and I'm kind of getting tired. I'm actually really proud of the nose, I gotta say. Let's see what color pink. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't know what I'm doing. It's hilarious to me the stark difference between what I see on the camera, like on the screen, and what is actually happening, because it looks a lot better, to be quite honest, like in my sketchbook than on what you guys are seeing on the screen. This one. so different. I just want to take a moment to thank everyone who also liked the live stream. I know I haven't been really posting like videos a lot lately. It's just been, stuff's been kind of busy, at least in my wheelhouse, so I do apologize for that. But I will be hopefully getting back to putting up regular videos by the end of the month, because I definitely miss it. It's just this weekend I have my aunt visiting, and then the next I may or may not be in Florida, so there's that too. I might have to travel for work, which again I'm hoping doesn't happen, because it's takes me out of my element, so I really can't do this while I'm traveling. But okay, and I want to add a little bit of color to the eyes, because believe it or not, our eyes are not pure white, and right now that's all I'm seeing from my eyes here. Just adding a little bit of color to make that obvious. Oh, I really don't like her forehead, but I think for a portrait, especially since I haven't done a portrait in a very long time, it looks really nice. So I'm actually gonna start with this color for the eyes, because I have brown eyes and they get darker towards, I mean, they have some light color to them, so that's why I'm doing that. And they have I'm starting to run out of space for a slight warmness to them. A little bit of red. Well, it kind of looks weird because the fact that I haven't colored the pupils. But we'll fix that in a moment. Now, oh, I wanted a darker brown. What is you? Brown earth seems legit. I want a sharper point though. Alright, and then I want to color in the pupils. I don't have like I'm gonna have to maybe go with black, even though I don't really want to. I wish I had like a super dark purple, but I don't have a super dark purple. Probably gonna have to go in with black if I can. I'm gonna have to put some of these pencils away, I feel like. Boy, it's hot in here. It is hot in here. I'm definitely turning on the air a bit more once we're done here. I think what I'll probably do is use this really dark purple. Oh, needs to be shaved. It needs to be shaved. It needs to be sharpened. What happened here? Oh, I hate when that happens. Well, that sucks. All right, I need something pointy. Something pointy. There we go. Fix that problem. And now we'll sharpen our pencil. All right, good enough. And then we'll use the black, because I think pure black is never a good idea. And once I finish up the eye, I think I'm done for the night. Okay. Lashes and eyebrows. What is this? That's my dark brown. I think I might do, yeah, I'm gonna finish up the face at least, like do the eyelashes and all that, and then I'll probably shut this thing down. All right. Not bad. I actually like how that came out. Although I probably should have started here and done there, because now I'm gonna mush that up. Paper. People use paper when they do that. I only have Post-its here though. One sec, guys. I'm just gonna slide this way for a second. I'm gonna use this so I don't like ruin that. parts of this that are thicker. Not bad. Not bad at all. And I guess we'll do lashes, which... I'm quite happy with how this is turning out. Even though I don't like it on the screen there. I'm pointing to my other monitor. But it looks very different, believe it or not, on the screen than from what I'm looking at, which is hilarious to me. But not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. I think the face is done as far as a underlying thing. Although teeth, maybe I should do teeth. We'll do the teeth real quick because why not? I want like a dark color again. Not bad. I mean, again, it looks better in the sketchbook than up there, but can't really do much about that. All right. I'm done, I think, for tonight. I wanted to thank everybody who came and who liked the video, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. I'm not posting any videos this weekend, but maybe I can do an extra live stream or something. Because basically, if I don't post a video, I try to at least do a live stream. But I also do a live stream every Wednesday night from 7 to 9. Sometimes it goes over like it did tonight. So if you ever want to join me, subscribing is probably the best way to know when I'm going live other than Wednesday night. And yeah, I post videos most Sundays, but the last couple of Sundays I haven't been able to because it's just been busy. But hoping next weekend, hopefully, fingers crossed, if I'm not traveling for work, I'll post something. But thanks for watching, and well, I don't know. I'll put a poll out. If you guys want me to finish this on another stream, I will. Not, we'll just leave it as is, but I'm really happy with how she's turning out. So, oh, I almost forgot. How could I almost forget my moles? I have moles here. My moles. That's so sad that I forgot that. I think this color. There we go. Now my moles are there. It looks more like me. Yeah. So thanks, guys. Bye. Have a good rest of your week.